welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna make spaghetti carbonara, which is one of my favorite things. I first tried this on a cruise ship, and every time I go on a cruise now, it's one of the things I really look forward to. So thought I'd try that at home and see how it turns out. So here's some of the ingredients that we're gonna need. I do have some spaghetti. I have 8 slices of bacon that I went ahead and diced up. I do have some olive oil. I have 3 tablespoons of whipping cream, a tablespoon of fresh parsley chopped, and I have a ½ cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, a block that you can grate yourself. It's always going to taste better. I have 1 garlic clove finely minced, and a ½ cup of finely diced yellow onion, and I have 2 eggs that I went ahead and beat up in this container. And then I also have a separate container that's empty right now, but when we go to boil our pasta, we're gonna save a ½ cup of the pasta water and set that aside when we make the sauce. So that's it. Let's go ahead by starting with our spaghetti. We'll go ahead and get this in a pot boiling with some salt. Put a little bit of salt in there, get that boiling, and then we'll drop our pasta in. So our water has started boiling. We'll go ahead and get some pasta added in there. Okay, our pasta has been boiling about 11 minutes. I did check it's al dente, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the pasta water out of there before I drain it. Because definitely don't want to drain it out and then realize, oh no, I didn't save any of the water. So do that first. And like I said, a ½ cup should be plenty. I'm gonna set that aside, and then we'll drain the pasta. I made enough for just a couple of servings. I used about ½ of the pound package. So now that we've got that drained, we're gonna go ahead and put this into a separate bowl, and we're gonna toss it in a little bit of olive oil. Go ahead and put our olive oil on there, toss that up. Don't want it to dry out. So now that we've got the pasta ready, we'll just set that aside. We're gonna get a large pan, a deep pan, if you have one. If not, the biggest frying pan that you have, that this pasta will also fit back in. And we're going to brown the bacon. So I do have our 8 slices of diced up bacon in the pan. We'll go ahead and cook this, and I've got a plate with a paper towel to drain that when we are done cooking it. And then also, when we are done with this, we want to keep a couple tablespoons of the bacon grease in the pan. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of the pasta water. I'm just gonna put like a spoonful or so into our eggs, just to temper those a little bit so they won't scramble when we go to use them. Because nobody wants scrambled carbonara. A little bit more, and we'll use more of that pasta water here in a second. So once I've got a couple spoonfuls of the pasta water into the eggs, we'll go ahead and go back to our bacon. You could use pancetta instead of bacon if you prefer. I like the bacon myself. I like my bacon crispy, so I'm trying to get it a little bit on the crispier side. All right, that's starting to look pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this from the heat, drain the bacon. The bacon grease that we have left in the pan, we'll go ahead and add our onion, and we're gonna cook that till it's translucent. It smells so good. All right, once those are soft and translucent, we'll go ahead and add our minced garlic. And we'll cook that in for another minute. With the onion and the garlic cooked through, we'll go ahead and add a little bit more of our pasta water and our whipping cream, and then we'll cook that for about another minute. You can add a little bit of salt to your taste, but just keep in mind that the bacon and the Parmesan cheese are already very salty. All right, then we can go ahead and add our bacon back in. And we're gonna add our pasta. And we're gonna toss that around to get it all coated. If you need to add a little bit more of the pasta water, this is where you would do that. Now, we want to completely remove this from the heat before we add the eggs. Again, we don't want scrambled carbonara, so we'll go ahead and remove this from the heat. All right, so we've got this removed from the heat. It's still very hot. We're gonna go ahead and add our eggs to our sauce. And just remember, it's very important to keep tossing. So we'll go ahead and get this added. Just remember to toss. And the eggs actually, I wondered myself, is this safe? It doesn't seem like the eggs are getting cooked. They are getting cooked. Everything in the pan is hot enough to raise the egg temperature up to 160 without getting scrambled eggs. So. And once we've got that tossed really good, we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese. Toss again. Very creamy. We'll top it with some parsley. And there we have it, our spaghetti carbonara. You're gonna love this one.
Crazy.